Alright guys, this is the unboxing of the iPhone XR. So without further ado, I'm going to start unboxing. For those of you who want to know about the specs of this, watch the video before this, where I talk about all the specs of the iPhone XR. Oh gosh, that was satisfying. I love Apple, look at that. I could save this wrapper. Anyway. It's just great. They make everything so fun to unbox. I have to say, out of all the devices I ever unbox, Amazon's really fun now, but Apple's probably it takes the cake. This is the Coral iPhone XR. This is the 64 gig model. All the XRs are going to look the same, so not a big deal. So right here, after I unboxed it, let me show you guys before I start taking anything apart. Went ahead and there's I believe these are the instructions. Apple is not big on a lot of instructions, but you know, some of the basic things where it talks about welcome, where the ring switch is, the silent mode. If you've ever used an iPhone before, none of these are surprises to you. The touch and hold, because of the lack of the home button, as you see on the phone. Here's the actual phone. What else do they include here? 2 Apple stickers to put on your favorite stuff, guys. And this is the SIM eject tool to take out the SIM card and to put the SIM card in as well. There's no memory card. I keep thinking there's a memory card, but no, it's an Apple. They're not going to give you expandable memory. They would never do that. How else would they make money, guys? Alright, this is the phone. The moment of truth. Oh gosh, it's exciting. Oh, look at that phone. It's a piece of art, guys. It is beautiful. Beautiful. It's a piece of art. This is the Coral. And I love this. I love this color. It's beautiful on the sides, on the back. Just look at that. Definitely a piece of art. And here is the charger. Not to disappoint you guys, but this is not a quick charger. So if you want to charge quickly, you're going to have to probably invest in something. This is charging at 1 amp, so unfortunately that doesn't charge quickly. But it supports quick charging. So you could go from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes with this phone, which is pretty crazy. It's a crazy charge rate. That's as good as a lot of the Android phones. There's your lightning cable, and then these are your earpods that are actually lightning port earpods as well. So that is all I believe that come in here. Yep, because I can't open the rest of this. There's nothing else in here. I'd love to see more things, but Apple is minimalist, but they do give you headphones. I have to say that I have actually unboxed a lot of Android phones. You can see it on my channel, Check New Tech, where they do not even include headphones. So the fact that they include headphones is actually a step up. So good job, Apple. So I'm going to go ahead and not only power this on, but I'm going to actually put the SIM card in here as well. So I'm going to put the SIM card, charge it, and I'm going to put my insurance. This is my insurance, guys. I always talk about this. The case and the tempered glass screen protector. Not sponsoring any specific company here, but buy both of them. I don't care if you think you're never going to drop the phone even once. I know that this screen actually has a really nice glass. LCD screen. It's supposed to be really tough and it could withstand a lot of drops, but just put the tempered glass on here. It doesn't cost a lot. If you break it, you break the tempered glass. You save your screen. And put some kind of case on the back. I like to keep something clear because look at that. That's a very sexy color. So I'm going to go ahead and power this on right now just to make sure it powers on. But in the next video, you're actually going to see me using this phone. So there's your Apple logo. I didn't insert the SIM card in here yet, so that's why I want you guys to definitely follow the next video if you're interested in seeing how the functions work, how the screen works, how Face Unlock works. See, there's no more button here. I know we all thought that they would have that little home button that was built into the screen, something that would actually have a fingerprint reader as well, but there you go. Hello. And that is the beginning of the iPhone saga. It's actually pretty well charged up here. As I told you in the previous video, this has the best battery life of any iPhone so far to date. This is the XR. And the screen looks beautiful. Those whites look really white. So I have to say that I'm not disappointed that they switched out the OLED for the LCD. I would rather take the extended battery life and use that to my advantage with the LCD screen. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the unboxing video. And in the next video, we're going to look at the functions after I put the SIM card in there, along with the screen protector in the case. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the changes that Apple made to the iPhone, especially in the XR model. When I started it up, everything looked the same. It felt pretty much the same. The UI is very simple. They just put all their apps and icons here. The only difference you're gonna notice is if you look at the upper left and the upper right, the screen is actually curved. Because it's curved, when I scroll from the upper left side, it'll actually show me my notifications and my quick settings. So I could scroll down, scroll back up. But when I scroll from the upper right and move it down, that's where I get my quick settings. So in the previous Apple devices, you had to scroll from the bottom. But the reason they eliminated this was because of the home button. So in order to go home, I actually, like let's say I'm here, I actually scroll up a little bit from the bottom and you see that white bar. So if I open an app and I want to go back home, I just scroll up a little bit and that's my virtual home button. So they've changed that interface a little because of that. And in order to go to your recent apps, you can't double tap that home button anymore. So now you have to scroll up and move your finger to the right. And then once you do that, you could see all your recent apps and go through them. And in order to just eliminate one or to close it, you just swipe up the same way you do it on your older iPhone devices. So that's really the biggest change. Performance is amazing on this, but that's not to expect a lot from Apple because even their previous devices, you could use an iPhone 6 today in 2019 and it'll still perform really well. So I expected with the improved hardware that it would only get better in terms of performance and it would be pretty much in line with being a top of the line product. So overall, I've had no issues with that. Siri is a little bit different. Now you actually have to hold that power button to the side. Big difference, but the speakers are amazing on this. I have to say that it sounds much better than my Android devices, but the look and feel is so consistent that there's probably no learning curve whatsoever other than the home button if you're migrating from an older iPhone device, and if you're going from an Android, then this will be the first time you're doing it, so you'll get used to it very quickly. There is no fingerprint reader. There is the face unlock, so when I scroll down, you could actually see that there's the lock screen is see that unlock sign. If it reads your face, it'll unlock automatically. It could keep it unlocked. So that's really quick and that works really well. But other than that, that's the main things I wanted to show you on this phone when it comes to using the iPhone XR. Alright guys, you have seen my tech specs, you have seen the screen recording, you've seen the unboxing, and now you want to know my final thoughts. Or at least I think you want to know my final thoughts, otherwise you'd be watching this video. And what are my final thoughts? Well, first, this phone is great. I mean, it looks sexy. I like the new coral. This color is great. Yellow looks great as well. I like that Apple introduced some new colors to the phone. I also like the aesthetics of it. It's nice. I love there's more screen, that home button. I don't miss it. The only thing I really miss, at least I missed for like the first 30 seconds, is how I used to interact with my phone, and that I don't care. Now if I want to go to a recent app, I just swipe and go to the right, and if I want to go back home, all I have to do is hit that button and swipe back up. To me, that's faster. I don't know about you, but I actually like that. Face ID is awesome. I don't really even miss the touch, the little fingerprint scanner anymore, and if they had it in the screen, it'd be a nice addition. But to take it out, I mean, it's not something I'm going to miss because Face ID works so rapidly, and the LCD screen is great. And when you're comparing the XR to the XS or the XS Plus, sure, their screens are going to be OLED, they're going to be more crisp, they're going to be a little bit better, but I mean, how crisp do you need it to be? This is a great LCD screen. I've actually seen some mid-level Android, even some high-level Android phones screw up the OLED, and they'd screwed up IPS screens. So I'd rather have a really nice LED screen. Now, the final question is, should you buy it? And my answer is it depends. If you really want an Apple phone, and you want to get something that is the best bang for your buck, this is the one to get. You're going to have a battery life that is phenomenal. Better than the XS, XS Plus. You're going to have all the same features with the dust proof, the water resistance, the wireless charging, it'll be slow wireless charging. Yeah, this display is a little bit lower end than the other ones, but it's a great phone to get, and you're going to get a better battery life in both of those phones, and that's the biggest game changer for me, because what good is having all the features in the world if the battery sucks? The second thing I consider is longevity. If you want to use this phone for maybe 2, 3, 4 years, Apple's probably the way you want to go, because you could still use an SE that still has, or even a 5S that has iOS 12 today in 2018. You're looking at an iPhone, a 5th generation iPhone that still has the latest iOS version. You'd be lucky to find an Android phone that gives you more than 2 versions of an upgrade. So I feel like in terms of longevity, you're going to get more bang from your buck from an iPhone. But you're going to have to pay that hefty price as well. You're going to pay the Apple price. Even the cheapest phone, the XR, is going to be $750. And sure, you could find an Android phone for $750, and if you're going to go side by side, probably want to go for the Apple if I'm going to spend $750 or higher, right? But if I'm going to go with a mid-level or lower, like a $300, $350 Android phone, another option is you could upgrade every year or every 2 years, and you don't have to worry because you're spending the same as if you were going to keep this for a year or 2 to 3 years. So it's an option. You know, there are different systems, different app stores. I don't have to get into that with you, but I always think about how long I'm going to keep the phone, how much I want to spend, and what features I really want. So I hope this video helps you decide which phone to get, or at least to seriously consider the iPhone XR as a major phone in 2018. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. This is Andy Tech signing off.
Check new tech.